Hi, I'm Silver, and today I want to talk about Tress of the Embrald. So I've read this book, I think March this year, 2025, and I was really surprised by how much I liked it. This is Brandon Sanderson, obviously. It's a secret cosmere novel. If you haven't read the cosmere before, this is not the book to start with because I feel like you'll get more out of it once you know the characters a bit more and the world, like some of the characters, specifically the character whose point of view we see this book from, which is Wheat or Hoyd or however you want to call him. That character is also in the first Mistborn trilogy, but also throughout the Stormlight Archives Part 1, and it's really, I think, a character that you learn how to enjoy with time, and this book is written mostly from his perspective and with his humor, and I really think that I enjoyed it more because I had more books read before on that specific topic. So now let's get into why this book is so awesome before I even tell you what's it about. Basically, I love when authors take common tropes and flip them over or do them differently, and this is what Brandon Sanderson did here. He wrote this book for his wife, and he wrote a book where the hero of the story is actually the girl, because we know all these types of stories, like fairy tale type-esque, where like there's a damsel in distress and a prince that comes in to save her. So here it's exactly the opposite. There is a prince in distress, and our Tress of the Embrald Sea is the commoner who goes out to save him. Without further ado, let's talk about what this book is about. Basically, we follow Tress, who tries to save her loved one from the wicked witch. Very fairy tale-esque. And the thing about Tress is that I actually need to know only two things. One is that she washes windows for a living, which means she doesn't feel like a great heroine in a great story. She doesn't have a lot of resources, but she's very smart. She's not your typical heroine, and there are, some quotes in the book that I really like that tackle specifically that, the fact that she's not a classic hero, but she does emerge on like a wild quest to save her loved one. This is one thing to know about her, and the second thing is that she really likes cups. And yes, I know I said cups, but this book is full of humor, so you should tag along to see more of it. Now let's get more into the structure-wise story structure. So what I feel Brandon Sanderson sometimes lacks is pacing throughout the middle. Usually the beginning is very good, like the world building, the setting of the atmosphere to get you hooked right away, and usually the ending is epic. It ends on like a very high note and it's very fast paced, and the middle is usually where it falls short. I will not say that it did not happen here. There were like some parts in the middle, there were a bit drawn out, I feel like, but that being said, I did enjoy all of the parts. This is relatively a short book for our Brandon Sanderson. It's just 369 pages total, like complete book, including the author's note and everything, which is very like small for Brandon, and I really do recommend you read it. I think I gave it 4 stars just because that bit in the middle where I said it was a bit drawn out, but it was more, I think, than a 4-star read for me because I keep going back and thinking about this book. I think it's 5 stars. I need to rewrite my review because usually for me a 5-star book is a book that I return to mentally and think about it again and again, and this is what it made me do. It also made me want to write more. I am a writer. I have already 4 novels. Only one is going to be published this summer. I need to prepare myself mentally to publish more books. It's very difficult, again, mentally. I feel like it's something that I need to work on to be better with putting myself out there in such a vulnerable way, especially since traditional publishing is so tough and querying each book usually takes half a year and you get a lot of rejections and etc. So basically, never mind, I have a book coming out this summer. It's a romance called Echoes of Us, and I feel like after reading this book, when I read Echoes of You, which is the second book in that series, I thought a lot about that, about the trope where actually the woman is the one who's changing the lives around her, and I feel like this is very inspiring. And books that inspire me to write are books that deserve a full-length video on YouTube. I think this is my first one. Hopefully I will do more, because I do like reviewing books. Something that is kind of a secret I don't talk about is that when I was 17, I'm 28 now, by the way, soon 29, I did have a YouTube channel for a very short while. It's all like deleted and privated, don't worry. I think put out only 4 book reviews at that point, and my best friend at the time, she edited the videos for me. So if you're watching this, yes, hi, you're here. You're probably not gonna edit this one, even though I kind of want you to, because someone needs to edit it and I'm not very good at editing. But I do like the concept of talking about books to the camera. It comes very naturally, and I'd really like to hear your thoughts. Have you read Tress on the Embrald Sea? At which point in your cosmere journey did you do it? Currently, I'm reading, you know, this big one, Wind and Truth. I will not lie, it's a bit of a slow start. I'm already about 400 pages in, and it's just I'm in part 4. I will not disclose what part 4 means, but those who read the book know what I mean. And I heard that part 5 is where things pick up, so I'm waiting to be there. But yeah, I'm pretty deep into my cosmere journey, and I think that after this one I'm going to read Warbreaker, which I should have read before, and then maybe I'll review it too. If you want my additional thoughts on Tress of the Embrald Sea, I have it on my Substack. I chose a little bit of a different approach, more of a writer's approach to that book. I think I called the blog books that make me want to write, so I'll link it down below. Tell me in the comments if you like this. I can do more types of long-term videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!